Okay, Raf, can you hear me? Raf, can you hear me?
Is Raf online?
Raf, if you're online, use the comment section to tell me you're online. Ralph, I'm waiting for you. Ralph, are you online? Okay. Ralph, good evening and welcome to today's class. Today's class is a continuation of our previous classes on whole numbers, counting in millions, tens, hundreds of thousands to millions, billions, and trillions. And we have seen how to count from hundreds of thousands to millions to billions. We also looked at place values of numbers and we did some exercises on that. At the last class, I left you with an assignment where you were asked to state the place values of 1, 3, 7 in each of these numbers, which you did and sent to me. So in this class, I shall begin the class with giving you the solutions to the problems which I gave you. Thereafter, we shall take more exercises and continue with the class. The question says we should state the place value of 1, 3, and 7 in each of these numbers. So, I will circle the numbers and give you their place values. For 1, which is this in question A, the place value for 1 is the unit. The place value for 1 is unit. Reason being that 1 happens to take the first place value when you start counting from the right. Okay? So, and in this number, we have this to be the unit place value. We have the tens, the hundreds, we have the thousands, we have the tens of thousands, we have the hundreds of thousands, and we have the million. So this is stated to be the place value of million, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, thousands, hundred, tens, and units. So 1 takes the place value of unit. What about 3? 3 is occupying the place value of 100, and 7 is occupying the place value for tens of thousands. That is the solution to A. B, 1 is taking the place value of tens of thousands, as you can see. 3 is taking the place values for 100, and 7 is taking the place value for million. C, 1 is taking the place value for tens of thousands, 3 is taking the place values for million, and 7 is taking the place value for thousand. D, 1 has the place value for hundreds of thousands, 3 is occupying the place value for tens of millions, and 7 is occupying the place value for tens of thousands. In E, the place value of 1 is said to be 1,000, the place value of 3 is said to be hundreds of thousands, and the place value for 7 is said to be unit. F, the place value for 1 is said to be 100, place value for 3 is said to be unit, place value for 7 is said to be tens of thousands. G, the place value for 1 is said to be hundreds of million. Place value for 3 is said to be tens, and the place value for 7 is said to be tens of thousands. H, the place value for 1 is said to be tens, the place value for 3 is said to be thousands, and the place value for 7 is said to be million. While I, the place value for 1 is said to be unit, the place value for 3 is said to be tens of millions, and the place value for 7 is said to be 100. So let me know, Ralph, did you get all as given to you in the question. Did you get them all? If you are just joining us, you are welcome. Don't forget to like our video. You can also share the link with your friends so that they can also benefit from this class. This class is meant for those in primary 4 or basic 4 as you may call it. We are looking at place values of numbers that falls between hundreds of thousands to millions, billions, and trillions. Ralph, did you get them all? Let me know. Okay, so we can go ahead. Ralph got them all. So we shall look at exercise 1.4. And exercise 1.4, we are asked to state the value of 8 in each of the following numbers. Okay, this is exactly what we have done in the previous class. And I just give you the assignment. So the place value for 8 in this case is said to be the million. The place value for 8 in B is said to be the thousand. The place value for 8 in C is said to be the tens, while the place value for 8 in D is said to be the tens of millions, and the place value for 8 in E is said to be the hundreds of thousands, while F, the place value for 8 is said to be hundreds. Okay, I believe you already know this. It's just to also refresh your memory. Okay, in this example, we are asked to write the composite form of the following numbers. Ralph, you need to pay attention to this. You are asked to write the composite form of these numbers. What they're asking you to do is to sum them all together and get the exact figure. What you have to do is this. You're asked to, A says 2 million. What's the composite form of 2 million plus 60,000 plus 5,000 plus 9? Now, this is how you are going to solve it. You are going to write out 2 million. You have to write them out in 100 tens and units. Okay, according to their place value, then sum them up together. That gives you the composite form of the numbers. For example, this is 2 million, so I'll write 2 million. 60,000. Now, 60,000 has how many digits? 5 digits. So beginning from the last digit, I'm going to write them in this order. Plus 5,000. 5,000 has 4 zeros, 4 digits. Plus 9. 9 is only the unit digit. So what you are going to do now is to sum them all vertically, okay? This gives you 9. This gives me 0, 0, 5, 6,
0, 2.
So the composite form
now is said to be this, which is
2,065,009. So this is all we are expected to do. So the question says write the composite form of the following numbers, and I have done A for you. Ralph, I will expect you to do. I'm going to do also do B. Why C and D will be done by you. B, we have 300 million plus 10 million plus 4 million plus 90 million. Sorry, plus 90,000 plus 8,000 plus 50 plus 3. So I'm going to write them as this: 300 million plus 10 million. So this is tens of million plus 4 million. This is the place value for million. So this is 4 million plus 90,000. What's the place value of 90? This is 90,000. That's tens of thousands plus 8,000 units of thousands plus 50. That's tens plus 3. So summing them up together, this gives me 3. This gives me 3. This is 5, 0, 8, 9, 0. Follow them in that order. This is 4, 1, 3. So, sorry, this is what you're going to get. So, what is the composite form of that number? Now, this is said to be 314,098,053. So this is what we are asked to do. So when you're asked to write the composite form of the numbers, this is what you have to do. Sum them up together, and that gives you the composite form of that number. So Ralph, you are then to go ahead and solve C and D. So solve it and let me have your answers. So solve it and let me have your answers. For C and D. Solve and then use the comment section. So right, let me see your answer. Okay, that's for C Let me see answer for D. Okay, Ralph has given us his answers. I don't know if you were able to see my answer. Okay. Okay, Ralph. Let me look at your solution. You said number question C, you said is 70 million and 77, that's correct. D, you said is 690,000 and 25. Beautiful. That is correct. So your both answers are correct. Let's go to the next exercise. This is exercise 1.6. And in exercise 1.6, you are asked to write in expanded form. Now, this is the opposite of the last exercise we just did. You're asked to write in expanded form. So I will go ahead and do A and B for you. Then you do the rest. Okay? So A says 2,507,341. This can be written as 2 million is said to be 2. Now, this is how you write it. Pick the first digit, which is 2. That's what write the place value of what write 2 million. Okay? So this is 2. Every other digit after 2 should be zeros. So this is 2 million plus 500,000. The place value for 1,000 is there, which is 500. So we have 500,000 plus, we don't have tens of thousands, but we have 1,000, that's 7,000. So plus 7,000 plus 300 plus 40 and plus 1. So this is what you get in B. In A, sorry. In B, we have 99,999. So this is going to be 90,000 plus 9,000 plus 900 plus 90 plus 9. Okay? So this is what you're asked to do. So let me see you solve C to G. Okay? As you're solving, I'll go ahead and then bring up the next one. So solve for C, D, E, F, and G. Yes, go ahead, please. So Ralph, let me see your answers. Ralph, I'm waiting for you. Okay. Ralph, you have given me C, C, D, E. C, 1,330,000, 1,300,000. Okay. D 777,777. Okay. E 1,100,526. 1,100,526. Okay. That's good. That's good. Good to you. But in question C, you are not to add 100 since the place value of 100 is since the place value of 100 is 0, you are not to add plus 100 again. Okay, so these 3 zeros is not necessary for that of 100. Okay. F is 3,790,002. Okay, but there's no point putting zeros in hundreds and tens of and tens. There's no need putting that. It's not necessary. You solve F. F 10,000,004. Okay, good. That's G. What is H? Ralph, are you online? Okay, H, you said is 5,500,000 and 500. Okay, that is correct, Ralph. Well done. That shows that you are following the lesson. Let's go to exercise 1.7. 1.7, you are asked to write in expanded form. I will not ask you to do this again because we have already done it. So you can, I believe you can do this. Can you? Okay, Ralph, let me see you do this. Let me see you do this. But you need to be faster than this time. Okay, so increase your speed. This is another exercise for you to do, similar to what you have done. So go ahead and solve it. That's good. You're getting them. Okay. 10,826. You got that? Mr. Editio, good evening. Good evening, sir. Nice having you online. Please, where are you chatting from? It's 9,909. Good. 800,000. 10,000. 467. Good. 186,720. Good. And now left with H and I. H and I, let's see. That's 62,315, correct? That's 13,500. Good. Good. Ralph, that's correct. You got them all right. Okay. Now, right, Ralph, let's look at how to number them. Okay. Numbering numbers up to 1 million and above. Now, this is to aid you to know how to order these numbers, to know which comes before the order. Just like I told you, we have the unit place values, we have the tens. After the tens, it grows to hundreds. Hundreds is said to grow into thousands. Thousands, we have tens of thousands. From tens of thousands, we have hundreds of thousands. From hundreds of thousands, we have millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, billions, in that order, okay? After billions and hundreds of billions, we have trillions and quadrillion and what have you. Okay, now this exercise is to enable us to know how to actually place these numbers in their order when you come in contact with them, to know which is greater than the order and which comes after the order. So, just as a reminder, that you have to remember that this sign means greater than. If you do your right elbow like this, okay, it shows you that whatever you have in this larger area is said to be greater than what you have in this lower area. So whatever that stands at the other end of the elbow is said to be lesser than. So this is the sign for greater than, and this is the sign for less than. Okay, so we have it A, that this is greater than. This sign means greater than, while this means less than. So that means that whatever that is here is said to be lesser than whatever that is here. Okay, that is another school of thought. They'll tell you that since this is like an angle, whatever that comes in here is said to be lesser than what you have here. So this is a sign for greater than, while this is a sign of less than. This is also a sign that means equal to. None of the two objects or figures you are comparing is said to be greater than the other. They are said to be equal, meaning all you have in one can be found in the other. So we have an example that will aid us to determine which number is greater than the other, or which comes before the other in our numerical table. So, example 1 says we should put the symbols greater than, less than, or equal to in the box between these numbers to show their order of sizes. Now, how do we show their order of sizes? You need to know which of them is greater than the other. Example A, we have 456,777. Now, what can you say about this number and 776,588? Now, I know that 776 is greater than 776,588 is greater than 456,777. That means this is less than this. So I'm going to use the symbol for less than. So that means this is less than this. Now, how can I also get to know which is greater than or less than? Now, the highest place value of this number is said to be hundreds of thousands. While the highest place value for the second number is also said to be hundreds of thousands. Now that shows you that
They
they are
are all of the range of hundreds of thousands.
but look at the actual value of that hundreds of thousands. The one that has the highest value is said to be greater than. So 7 is greater than 4. That means 4 is less than 7. So it therefore means that automatically that whatever we have here is always less than what you have here, irrespective of the number that comes after it. So long as you have been able to identify the highest place values of both numbers and they seem to be the same, look for the actual value of that place number. And the one, if they are not equal, then it means that the smallest one, you can then identify which is greater than the other. B, we have 383,404 and 173,404. They are both of the same hundreds of thousands, but we know that 300,000 is greater than 100,000. So automatically, everything you have at the bottom, at the back of it, is said to concur or correspond with what you have. So 383,404 is greater than 173,404. Also, 654,367 and 793,709. So, if you look at it, they are both of hundreds of thousands, but 600,000 is less than 400,000. So, you first of all compare the highest numbers. If they are equal, you go to the second numbers until you get where there is a difference between the two. Okay? So 600,000 is less than 700,000. So this is said to be less than. Now, if you look at D, they are both of hundreds of thousands. So this is 700,000. 700,000, it is equal. You cannot conclude. Look at the lower digits now. This is 60,000. This is 60,000 equal. This is 2,000. This is 2,000. It means they are equal. Keep going until you find a difference. This is 4,000, 400, sorry. This is 30, 30, 4, 4. It therefore means that none is greater than the other. So we say both numbers are said to be equal. So in D, they are said to be equal. In E, they are of the millions and 4 millions each. Go to the hundreds of thousands, they are said to be equal, 400,000 each. What about the tens of thousands? This is 70 and this is 60. So it therefore means that 70 is greater than 60, and therefore I have it that 4,478,378 is greater than 4,468,399. And in F, we have to compare which using greater than, less than, or equal to. So they are both of the tens of millions, and the first digit is 2, that is 20 million, but this is 4 million and this is 5 million. Therefore means that this is greater than this, meaning 24 million is less than 25 million. So I'm going to use the less than. So this is how we can use the greater than and less than to show the order in which these numbers are being arranged. So let me give you this as an exercise for you to solve. So Raphael, I would like you to use the symbols greater than or less than in the box between these numbers to show their order of sizes. So if you don't have any question, I would like you to go straight ahead in solving this. All you need to do is just tell me greater than, less than. Okay, you don't need to copy out the numbers again. Just tell me A, greater than, B, less than, whatever you want to put. Okay, so just do it and let me see. So Ralph, what's the answer to A? Ralph, do you understand? Ralph, let me hear from you. Do you understand what you're asked to do? Yes, type it on the comment section. Type it on the comment section. All I need you to type is either greater than or less than. In A, what should be the symbol? Is it greater than or less than? Type it in the comment section. Okay, he said A is greater than. That's correct. Good. What about B? What's the answer to B? Okay, he said B is less than. That's good. That's good. What about C? What about C? Okay, C is greater. That's good. And D? What do I have to say about D? Answer to D. You said D is greater than. That was good. E? What's E? You said E is greater. Very good. That's good. Okay. F, he said F is less than. Okay, very good. You said G is less than. Okay, good. Right, I would prefer you use the symbol. I believe you have the symbol there on your keyboard instead of typing it in words. You have the symbol there in your keyboard. You can do that using pressing your shift key and then you tap on it. So let's have the symbol as against you writing it in words. That will also enable you to learn or to master the sign, the symbols. You said H is less than. I said use the symbols. Okay, yes, H is less than, correct, but use the symbols. I want to be seeing the symbols now, not the words. Symbols, not words. Go ahead with I. Ralph, I'm still with you. What is your challenge? Ralph? The questions are on the board. Ralph, we're waiting for you. Ralph, are you there? Okay. You said I is less than. That's correct. I is less than. Go ahead. Okay, I is less than. We have J, K, L, M, and N. J is greater than, correct? Okay, K is less than, good. L is less than, you said. No, look at L. L is wrong. If you look at the tens of thousands, that's 65,000. 65,000 is greater than 56,000. So it should be greater than, not less than. M, you said is greater than, correct? So you're left with N. Say L is greater than. Yes, that's the correction I wanted you to make. So what's the answer to the last one? Ralph, what's the last answer? Said N is less than. Yes, that's correct. N is less than. Okay? So that shows you are good to go. And I think we are going to end the class at this point. We'll end the class. I'm not going to give you an assignment until we meet tomorrow. So that brings us to the end of today's class. And in today's class, we have been able to learn more exercises on place values of numbers, and also we have been able to learn how to order numbers, okay, to know which number is greater than the order in terms of 100 terms and units, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, billions, and what have you, okay. And we have learned how to use the symbol of greater than, less than, or equal to show the relationship between two numbers. So tomorrow we shall continue with more exercises on ordering